Well, tonight we honor Juneteenth, a pivotal day in American history. On June 19th, 1865, the last enslaved people in Texas learned they were free 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation.
Juneteenth became a federal holiday 3 years ago. Let's turn now to Dr. Marvin Dunn, a distinguished historian, psychologist, and former naval officer. His work chronicles the history and contributions of black communities in Florida. Dr. Dunn, thank you so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
And you wrote a terrific book, which I read and just absolutely loved, Black Miami in the 20th Century. It explores the significant moments in Miami's history. Can you share the research that highlights the impact of Juneteenth here in Miami?
I'm not a fan of Juneteenth in Miami or any place else.
I know you're not.
I don't know what was accomplished by emancipation and freedom. Without land, and the slaves were not given, the former slaves were not given land, emancipation meant nothing. What could you do? Monster say, you're free, but I got 4 generations of my family buried in this place. What am I supposed to do? Go to Ohio, leave my grandmother in the back? That was this myth that freedom rolled across the country as the troops freed the black people. It didn't happen that way.
But black people are no longer property, Marvin, after that, so it did mean something.
Well, here's what it did not mean. It did not mean that the former slaves got land. And without land, emancipation was meaningless. What does it mean that Lincoln said we're free when you have no way to take care of your children and your family?
I get your point.
So I'm disappointed that so much has been made out of a holiday that resulted in nothing significant for the former slaves. An enslaved person's life on June 20th was the same as it was on June 19th. No change.
And when you talk about where they go, Ohio, we know the African diaspora was a real thing. So a lot of families were disbanded and displaced as a result. Talk to us about the importance of preserving black history. You have this initiative that is called Teach the Truth, and you actually lead tours around the state. Yes. Sounds pretty amazing.
We go to where the blood was shed. We go to where people were lynched. We go to the graves. We go to the trees where people were lynched. I take high school students and their parents or grandparents there, and we pray and we talk about these events because I want people to feel history, not just know it. So you go to some place where a kid was lynched, and you stand over that grave and you say to kids, are you all angry at white people because this 14-year-old boy was lynched in 1934?
And what do they say?
No, Dr. Dunn, we're not angry because of that. Those people are dead. We are angry because we weren't told these things. We were not taught these things in school. That is what young people today are upset about. Why not let them know that when before Florida became a state, the federal government, this is important, gave every white male head of household who wanted it 106 acres of land, free. Every white male head of household got 106 acres of land in Florida for free. No black male head of household got that. So does that help explain this equal wealth in Florida? Does DeSantis want kids to know that? Oh, everything's fine. Everything's equal. We emancipated you people. We didn't get land. They gave the land back to the slave owners who owned it before. And the black folks had to go back and be cotton pickers. We didn't get the land. Yeah.
You own some land in Rosewood, which as we know is a very important historic place in Florida. You had quite an encounter with a neighbor there. Quickly share that and what happened.
I went up about a year ago to clear my land to have an event on the property. My neighbor was white, never spoke to me, and all the years I've had that land rose up in his big F-150 with a Confederate flag in front and rolls the window down and says, what's going on out here? This is in the country now. Country road. And I said, well, sir, this is my land, and he said, that's your land? Why don't you all park on your side of the road? This is Levy County. We'll park wherever we want to. Threw him into a rage, the N-word, I won't repeat, and used his truck as a weapon. So we charged him with using his vehicle as a weapon, and when I got back to Miami, I called the FBI and reported this as a hate crime.
And?
People need to know this. That man, my white neighbor, who's very wealthy in Levy County, was tried by a 12-person jury with no blacks and was found guilty of 6 counts of hate crime. He's not in prison.
So justice
was served.
America works. America works. It's not as bad as we might think.
We have time for just one more question. What is your hope for the future? And we have just a few seconds, ending it on a positive note.
I hope that white and black and brown and red, our kids get together and love each other and appreciate this great country we have. We have the most wonderful country on the planet. There's no reason to be split the way that we are. We need our young people to come together improve what real America can be like.
Let's hope they embrace that message.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us and
My
sharing
pleasure.
your insight and expertise and perspective, and can't wait to read the book.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marvin.
All right.